Hello, I'm Atu Jamir and you're watching Hornbill TV's Prime at 9. Now news in details. The West Bengal government announced that Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee will replace the governor as chancellor of all state-run universities. The decision was taken by the state cabinet on Thursday, May 26. Accordingly, law will be amended by the state government in the assembly to make CM the chancellor of state-run universities. The state cabinet's decision was announced by Bengal Education Minister Pratya Basu after the cabinet meeting. The decision comes in the backdrop of West Bengal Governor Jagdeep Dhankar's run-ins with the state government over appointments of vice-chancellors across universities. Governor Jagdeep Dhankar had earlier alleged that the state government had appointed several vice-chancellors without Raj Bhavan's consent. Earlier this year, Governor Dhankar had alleged that VCs of 25 universities were appointed illegally without Chancellor's approval. The Supreme Court, in a significant order, told the police that they should neither interfere nor take criminal action against consenting sex workers. It said prostitution is a profession and sex workers are entitled to dignity and equal protection under the law. A three-judge bench headed by Justice L. Nageshwara Rao issued 6 directions for safeguarding the rights of sex workers. The bench said sex workers are entitled to equal protection of the law. Criminal law must apply equally in all cases on the basis of age and consent. When it is clear that the sex worker is an adult and is participating with consent, the police must refrain from interfering or taking any criminal action. It need not be gainsaid that notwithstanding the profession, every individual in this country has the right to a dignified life under Article 21 of the Constitution. The bench also ordered that sex workers should not be arrested, penalized, harassed or victimized in raids or on brothels, since voluntary sex work is not illegal and only running the brothel is unlawful. The child of a sex worker should not be separated from the mother merely on the ground that she is in the sex trade, the court held. Vinay Kumar Saxena took oath as the 22nd Lieutenant Governor of Delhi at a ceremony at the Raj Nivas here on Thursday and said he would work as the city's local guardian and not as a Lieutenant Governor. Saxena, 64, was administered the oath of office and secrecy by Acting Chief Justice of the Delhi High Court, Vipin Sanghi. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal and his cabinet colleagues, Union Minister Girgiraj Singh, Delhi MPs and MLAs and top bureaucrats of the city government attended the ceremony. Kejriwal said his government would work together with the new LG and as it has gone with his predecessors Anil Bajaj. Saxena, who held the post of chairperson of Khati and Village Industries Commission, was appointed a Lieutenant Governor of Delhi on May 23rd. His predecessor Anil Bajaj resigned as LG on May 18, citing personal reasons. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Thursday took swipe at the KCR government in Telangana, saying when parties dedicated to one family come to power, members of the family become the biggest faces of corruption. Addressing a public meeting in Hyderabad, he said that family-run parties are biggest enemies of the nation, adding that Parivarwadi parties only think about their own development.
भारत की केवल एक सियासी समस्या नहीं है। परिवारवाद और परिवारवादी पार्टियां आपकी वजह से देश के युवाओं को, देश की प्रतिभाओं को राजनीति में आने का अवसर भी नहीं मिलता। परिवारवाद उनके हर सपनों को कुचलता है, उनके लिए हर दरवाजे बंद करता है। इसलिए आज 21वीं सदी के भारत के लिए परिवारवाद से मुक्ति, परिवारवादी पार्टियों से मुक्ति एक संकल्प भी है और एक नैतिक आंदोलन भी है।
Rashtriya Lok Dal President Jayant Chaudhary will be the joint candidate of the Samajwadi Party and RLD for the Rajya Sabha polls from Uttar Pradesh, the Samajwadi Party SP announced on Thursday. Jayant Chaudhary will be joint candidate of the SP and RLD, the Samajwadi Party said in a tweet from its official Twitter handle. Congress veteran Kapil Sibal had on Wednesday filed his nomination as an SP-backed independent candidate for the Rajya Sabha polls. David Ali Khan had filed his nomination for the election as an SP candidate. Jayant had found himself on a sticky wicket after reports started doing the rounds that SP Chief Akhilesh Yadav's wife Dimple Yadav could get on upper house berth. Dimple had lost the Lok Sabha elections in 2019 from Kannauj. Elections to 57 Rajya Sabha seats spread across 15 states will take place on June 10. The maximum number of seats falls in Uttar Pradesh, that is 11. Uttar Pradesh sends 31 members to the Rajya Sabha. State Health Minister S. Pangyo Pom, accompanied by Director Medical Education Dr. Atsangla, Executive Engineer and other officials visited the ongoing construction of the Medical College, Kohima. He also had a review meeting with consultants, site engineers and workers to take stock of the status of the project. Taking to Twitter about his visit, Pom said the overall work progress stands at 60%, while some blocks are almost in completion state and handing over to the department soon. He also said that he will continue to monitor the progress of the work. The Nagaland Baptist Church Council Executive Committee meeting was held on May 25 and 26 at Sumi Baptist Church in Zaniboto. The meeting was hosted by SBAK Nito Mount. The committee meeting was attended by executive secretaries of the all Nagaland churches associations.
So this is a cloak that a blind or beggar should use. Itu cloak no, like itu Roman government brought here. Mohan business group boleh no GST lagi, registration lagi. Timawuri group boleh boleh Timawur laga municipal laga trade license lagi. Itu national Roman rule time ni beggars kan sob kini itu license to boleh no itu kapra tu itu cloak to. So pardimas berhanya kapra tu boleh no. It's not an ordinary cloak. It's a cloak. It's a kapra. It's a jacket. Say for me. It's a sweater to bag. Itu asal. So the kita sign pardimas now sign that every time he picks up his cloak, he becomes useless. Suku bagi nanti ni, poli ke morning ke tay breakfast kaya na, baat kaya na, rasta de packing group jabon immediate. Tay kita tay na cloak tahali ko, all that useless ko jai tay. Kilo to he is dependent on others. Blind asi iku group na boy, aur iku cloak Allah ba tay he was given the license to beg. Itu ani manu boy to points ani dia nai bole to tay no useless ko jai.
It is the will of God that we are eagerly waiting of your coming. So once again, I will welcome you all to this Nito Mission Center. I believe that your coming here will be a blessing for cities as a whole.
At the meet, Reverend Achu Chang, Executive Secretary CBLT, spoke on the Gospel of Mark chapter 10, verse 46-52, a story of blind Bartimaeus, who threw his cloak and jumped to meet the Christ. While drawing parallels to the life of leaders to that of Bartimaeus, Reverend Achu said that they should remove what is obstructing their lives and accept the corrections. In first of its kind, one of the remote village schools in Nagaland, St. Luke School, Longmatra town in Kifire, introduced a rarely played national game, hockey, for students during the school's annual sports week. Speaking at the sports meet as the special guest, Longmatra Area Student Union President J. Tseminu appreciated the efforts of the school and parents in coming together for building a better future for students. Quoting the saying, dreams are those that keeps one awake. Tseminu said one can achieve one's dream with dedication.
We are at Longmatra town. We are so glad to have come over here to visit this annual sports session of St. Luke's school at this Longmatra town. We are so glad to see there was one very unique thing we saw over here. That was like the hockey sticks and the balls, the players, the team. It's so encouraging to see because we rarely see this kind of sports being introduced in different schools, and it's even at this remote place. The headmaster of the school, along with the coach, sir, get a few information from the headmaster of the school itself. Sir, thank you so much. So, how did it start, sir? When did it start? What was the idea before you started this?
The hockey match we started this year. The initials, it find very difficult, but I make a decision that I think it is good that for our area also to begin with a new methods or new games which has not been played so far in our area, Longmatra particularly, and I decided that I'll put an exhibition match for this year. So we have started like that.
Who both decided that you can make a hockey stick out of that bamboo?
To buy a hockey stick, it is not possible for us, being far away. Then we made a decision that we will we will ask the parents to make it. Then the children will bring it. But many parents, they are not familiar with the hockey, so they don't make it properly. But then on the next day, children, if they don't make properly, then we have to send back. Then we ask them to make another one, and that is it came out. Some of them, some parents, they make at least 3 or 4 hockey stick.
Well, I'd like to show you the hockey stick as well as the ball. So, sir, thank you so much, sir. Yeah. So, these are the hockey sticks they have. You see, you can see multiples of hockey stick of the team. This is the ball, and this is the stick. It's like it may not be the best, but I think it's good to start with. So, we have seen the match played by the students, and it's really amazing. So this is called creativity. Really wish them all the best. You can have a close watch over this.
Regards to turf, futsal pitch was inaugurated at Terongvungyo, new village under Tseminu district today at Dr. Zasekolia Chusi, IAS Deputy Commissioner Tseminu. Proprietor of the Riga AstroTurf, Ben Lo Tyok, a banker by profession, a social worker and entrepreneur, and the president of Tseminu District Football Association, during his speech expressed that it was his dream and passion to establish one such standard playground in the area to promote and inspire the young talented players and also to help people to make use of the facilities in different aspects.
আৰু আমাখান গ্ৰন্থ খুলি দিছে অলপি খেলা মানুহ নাথাকিছে বোলেতো ডেভেলপমেণ্ট নহয় তো পুৰা খেলা মানুহ আহিব লাগে আজি কিমান জন আছে আপোনাখানকে ৰিকুৱেষ্ট আছে আৰু বেছি খুশি আছে আৰু আহিকিনে খেলি থাকিবি আৰু বস্তিতে অলপি আহিকিনা হোটেলতে হ'লে বি ক'তে ক'তে হ'লে বি সামান কিনিবি বাজাৰতে হ'লে বি সামান ল'বি এনেকুৱা কৰিলে আমাক বস্তি মানুহকে মদত দিলে
I, Sri Dr. Jose Chusi, Deputy Commissioner of Tseminu District, in presence of officers of the district, hereby declared, opened and inaugurated this futsal of Riga AstroTurf on this day, the 26th May, in the year of the Lord, 2022.
Dr. Chusi impressed on the proprietor Benno for his visionary leadership in promoting and encouraging the people in all aspects. An exhibition match between Tseminu DC and SP were played as the opening match. The AstroTurf was named after the proprietor Big Father's name, Riga. Riga is said to be the guardian angel of the family and the village at large, a big-hearted and genuine generous person who never failed to meet the need of the people. Reacting to the violent protests occurred at Chudachandpur and Kangkokpi district on Wednesday, Manipur, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh said Mark T. Haukip was arrested based on FIR and people were misled to protest. The Chief Minister questioned the integrity and Haukip, who claimed himself as the president of International Human Rights Association, Manipur and coordinator Myanmar.
International Human Rights Association in charge of Myanmar. Okay. You see, I'm not telling in charge of Myanmar. How we can interfere in the internal matter of the Manipur, internal matter of the India? The question is how he entered, how he was staying in India. This is also a question.
The Chief Minister categorically said his government is not against anybody but against the elements which are trying to create troubles between the communities. He categorically said that his government is not against any particular community and added that Kukis, Paite, Nagas and Meeti Pangals are its brothers and sisters. Questioning the integrity of Haukip, the Chief Minister said Haukip's Facebook profile says he is the president of International Human Rights Association, Manipur and coordinator Myanmar. Showing the Facebook profile Haukip to media, he asked how he can interfere in the internal matter of Manipur while his Facebook profile clearly says he is in charge of Myanmar. The Chief Minister also questioned how Haukip entered India and raised a query to nationality of Haukip. The war on drugs of government of Manipur under the initiative of the state's Chief Minister N. Biren Singh continues to garner more public support as people of the Mao community declared their support to the mission today. Leaders of Mao Council, Mao Students Association, Mao Naga Women's Welfare Organization, village chiefs and Senapati District Contractors Association today led by Mao MLA and former Minister Loshi Diku met with Chief Minister N. Biren and declared their solidarity and support to the war on drugs mission. Accompanied by Minister Ledpao Haukip, MLA L. Diku and civil leaders. The Chief Minister conducted a press conference in this regard at the Durbar Hall, Chief Minister's Secretariat today. Expressing gratitude to the public support to the war on drugs mission, the Chief Minister said it is a positive sign for the entire state. The Chief Minister also expressed his happiness at receiving voluntary support from the Mao Council and others against poppy plantation, illegal drugs business and drug abuse. He said people are certain of the mission's success as the involvement of the public is very important.
President Manipur volunteers, Manipur की positive side. Not only war against the drugs, agreement would be emotional attachment amongst the million people of the state, irrespective of Naga, Kogi, Meitei, or anyone, irrespective of community base. One is important,
That's all we have for now. Keep watching Hornbill TV.